Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In case this is your first time seeing my face on YouTube, please make sure to go down there and hit the subscribe button. My name is Veronica and I post tons of college-related videos, and this video is going to be all about my best tips for studying for exams, because as I'm filming this video, it's actually midterms week at my school, which means that it's halfway through the semester and people are getting a lot of exams kind of thrown at them through all their classes. So I thought it would be really helpful if I put together this video with all of my top study tips. But I'm so excited to announce that this video is actually sponsored by Course Hero. I have worked with Course Hero in the past, but in case any of you needed a refresher on what it is that they do, it's essentially an online learning platform that provides millions of study resources to all kinds of subjects. Whether you're a business, science, or history major, they have got it all. You can find practice problems, study guides, class notes, and homework solutions to all kinds of classes, both high school and college leveled, on their site, and there's constantly new materials being uploaded by fellow students and professors. So in case you are interested in checking it out, I actually have a link to Course Hero down below in the description box. Signing up is free, but if you do get a membership, you get full access to the site with tons of unlocks to millions of study resource materials. Course Hero's goal is to make students get unstuck on their studying and assignments, and I have actually used them in the past in my chemistry classes. Tackling all those lab reports was no easy task, so Course Hero definitely came to my rescue with tons of examples from students who had previously taken that same course, and it really just became a lifeline of mine my freshman and sophomore years of college, and I've continued using it to this day. So it just goes to show that I've used it throughout my college experience, and it's why I'm sharing it with you guys now. Course Hero is also launching a fall sweepstakes where you can win up to $50,000 in cash or a flight and hotel package to travel the world. I'll have a link to the sweepstakes page in the description as well in case you are interested in checking it out, but pretty much all you have to do to enter is upload your own unique study documents to Course Hero in order to help other students to excel in the same classes. But now that I've introduced the sponsor of this video, I'm going to get into my top 5 study tips for studying for college exams. So tip number 1 is to set yourself up for success by studying in distraction-free zones. This means no TV, no phone, and listening to music that doesn't have any words in it. I know that it's very popular for students to try to multitask while studying, but multitasking kind of splits up your brain power and doesn't allow you to focus on the material that you're supposed to be learning. The reason I mentioned listening to music without words is because a lot of times the words in songs can get like mixed up in your head with the material that you're learning. So personally, I like to listen to a lot of jazz or classical music, or movie soundtracks are a great way to go as well, because usually those don't have words in them either. But I'll have my favorite Spotify study playlists linked down below in the description in case you guys want to listen to any of the same songs that I do while studying. Tip number 2 is that if you're anything like me, and if you like making your own study guides, make them as if you were going to be giving it to someone else. This will encourage you to put more effort into your work and create clearer explanations for each of the topics in your study guide. And if you have a Course Hero account, you can either check out other student study guides for your same course or upload your own to possibly help other students in the future. Tip number 3, and I can't stress this enough, is that learning objectives matter. I definitely used to disregard all of the learning objectives that my professors gave me because I just saw it as like a list of just very repetitive information. I thought, oh, I don't need to like know those. Like obviously everything in the learning objectives is in the PowerPoints or my other class material. But I am telling you guys, the best way to set yourself up for success on exams is to go through every single learning objective your professor gives you and literally write out the answer to the question or the topic, and make sure you know that objective inside and out and go through every single one that your professor gives you, because it's literally just like laying out a lifeline for your exam. And I used to never look at learning objectives up until this year, and I literally don't know what I was doing. Like, just do yourself a favor and make sure that you pay attention to the learning objectives, because although it may seem kind of repetitive, it is not, and it is essential for you to do well on college exams. Tip number 4 is to handwrite any notes or study materials that you make, because then it will be way more likely that you actually remember what it is that you're learning. Studies have actually shown that students who type out study materials or class notes actually don't remember the material as well as students who handwrite it, and I think it just has something to do with like the correlation between your hand and your brain. I know that using laptops and iPads in classes is way more popular now, but I am someone who definitely has to handwrite all of my major material for classes. And just in case you are someone who does type out your notes, you can always type out notes in class and then print them out and rewrite like the really important bullet points or learning objectives, so that you really get like the repetition of the material in your brain. And my 5th and final study tip for college exams is to take advantage of practice exams that your professors provide you with. Make sure you actually take the exam, make sure you go through every single question and fully understand why the correct answer is the correct answer. And if you're confused about anything, consult any friends or classmates about it, because it is very likely that whatever is on the practice exam is going to be very similar to the actual exam itself. So it's essentially like your professor is providing you a preview of the exam material. A lot of times my professors will actually kind of like reuse questions in a sense. So make sure you're also paying attention to the material that is maybe in like the incorrect multiple choice spot, and understand like why that's on the exam as well, because it's very likely that the professor may like flip the question around or like reverse it on the exam and kind of cover the same topic but from a different angle. So that is all for this video. I know it was very short and sweet, but if you are interested in even more study tips, note-taking tips for college classes, make sure to check out the past video I have done with Course Hero. It's either on the screen now or linked in the description down below, because I really went full-on in-depth in that video, so I wanted to make sure that I possibly covered some different study tips in this one here. So make sure to check that out in case you're wanting more. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you so much to Course Hero for sponsoring. It really is a great study resource, guys, so make sure you check it out even if you're a little bit interested, because signing up is free after all. And that is going to be all for me, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!